back to Talkative. I'm your guy, Mac's legend.
Overtime, Chris.
Man,
I almost forgot what I said before I came on this.
It's been forever, dog.
It's been quite a while, man. Like,
Man, listen.
well, it feels that way. It hasn't actually been that long. What's
Yeah,
it
it's
been about
true.
like 2-3 weeks?
It's been about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's been about because we put up one. I kind of held on to one video,
Right.
Because I was trying to make sure I could put out some more like best man made to kind of break it up a little bit on the feed.
Right.
But dude, what? So you took some time off too. I took some time off.
Yeah.
I traveled.
I mean,
bit.
we didn't really take time. You
Well,
were working.
yeah, I
You
was
were
still working.
grinding.
I was still
You was
working. I was grinding.
Like,
I was still grinding.
You was doing the Uncle Nearest thing, and
Yeah,
I was
that's
setting
true.
up things for Cardinal and
Yes.
just getting things together,
Man,
getting ready to roll that out. You
Dude,
know?
people are so wanting Cardinal to
yeah,
come out.
man, DMs is getting a little obnoxious at this point. So it's
yeah,
like,
I get it. They got to be if they're coming to me.
So it's like, yeah, we're gonna roll that thing out right after I come back from Memphis this weekend.
Memphis, okay.
We'll probably shoot something next week, like later next week.
What's popping in Memphis?
It's man, I don't even know.
All right.
Why I'm going? She's probably rolling her eyes like as I'm saying this, but like, do men go to bridal showers, man?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah, what you mean? Oh
no,
yeah.
they do.
Like,
I mean, no, they
was
do.
So confused when she was
Nah,
just
they
like,
do.
well, my mom would like you to come. Like,
Yeah.
why? Like,
Because look, man, here's the deal. First of all, you go anywhere
Right.
she wants you to go.
that's a fact. Okay.
So whether Johnny and Timmy go, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I know if she's telling Chris to go, yeah, oh yeah, you going, you up in the building.
Oh man, I just don't know enough, I guess, because I'm like,
You know what? I'm gonna say this. I know we're gonna talk about this a little bit later, but there's certain rules that don't necessarily. It's not about like a set rule for everything. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Tradition and stuff like that
Right.
can be broken, and I'm not a traditionalist at all.
There
but
you
it's
go.
Just like,
Right.
I was like, what am I doing at a bridal shower?
But see, but no, it's funny you said it because traditionally speaking, at most weddings, most guys traditionally don't do crap. They just show up.
Right.
And that's
What
and
time
that's,
is it?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And that's that day is pretty much come and gone.
Yeah.
Now we're a lot more have our hands on different things. So I think going to a bridal shower, absolutely.
Okay.
You about to get married, so that's what it is.
Get married like T minus. It's like almost less than. Yeah, the 9th of like the 9th of August, it'll be 30 days out.
Woo! Oh man.
Yeah.
This is almost go time,
It's
boss.
almost go time.
You in the
man.
starting blocks and you already hyped up.
You know? No, it's about time, man.
Man, I love it, man.
So
Look.
yeah, that was that. But during my break, we were just kind of getting stuff together for Cardinal and stuff like that.
Okay.
We were doing work and stuff.
Hey.
That's it, man.
See,
we had a little. I had a little get together.
Yes.
With family.
Yes.
We went to Lucky Strikes and everything.
That was good.
That was fun.
I had a blast, dog.
Did you got to meet my whole entire family.
Dude, I met all the overtimes.
Well, the siblings, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
except
yeah.
one,
Yeah.
except my sister Sepia. You'll get to meet her at the wedding. But
Nice.
You got to meet everybody else.
Man,
I'm trying to figure out what they told you.
Dude, look, I had a ball. They let it all loose. I'm gonna tell you, man, you got a beautiful family, man. It's funny because I didn't know it's quite as many as it is. It's a lot of y'all.
Like, yeah, you were saying that. He's like, man, I didn't know you had like.
But see, I knew you. I think you did say at one time, sister.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't ask. Guys, we don't ask a lot of questions.
We don't.
I'll be like, oh, okay,
don't.
bet. We got a sister, whatever. Bet.
Right.
And you got, what I'm saying, everybody came out that night.
Yeah.
We had a ball. A lot of conversation, a lot of good drinking. Man, what's that drink we had? Dude.
Man, Yamasaki.
Let me tell y'all something.
Oh, my God. That was so good.
If you ever want to buy a shot for somebody, besides Uncle Nearest, of course.
And you want to impress.
Yeah. If you want to impress somebody and you want to get, I think this is a scotch, though. So if you're doing Uncle Nearest, then that's gonna be a Tennessee whiskey. But if you're getting something like a scotch, let me see if I got that picture, man. You said it was Yamasaki?
Yamasaki, I think I actually did take a picture of it because I didn't want to forget what it was.
Oh my God!
I was like, man, this is good, and it wasn't like harsh. It was like really smooth.
I got it. It's a single malt.
It's a single malt.
Single malt Japanese whiskey.
Yeah.
12 years.
We'll throw it up so people can see what it looked like.
Yeah.
But yeah, that man. So
let me tell you.
No, I'm gonna let you tell it.
Well, let me say this. I go up in there, man. We having a ball, and I'm like, yo, we at the next location. I go there, I say, hey man, look, what's that Japanese single malt? I never had it,
Right.
and I see it just sitting there like in this own little box. It's looking real nice and pretty. Now I'm already about, I'm already a few in at this point. So I'm getting excited. I'm like, yo, this my man's night. We getting that.
We getting this one.
So I hit my man. I said, look, give me 3 of them joints. He was like, all right. He gave me that bill. I was like, $150 for what?
Yeah.
I didn't say the bottle and everybody in here. This is just 3 people. You might want to.
And literally, it was what, like just a shot? It was a double shot.
Yeah, it was a. Dude.
Was it a shot?
It was a good shot.
It was a good shot.
It was a good size shot.
It was a little bit more than a shot. It wasn't a double.
Yeah, it wasn't a double, but it was a little bit more than just. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It was closer to almost 2 ounces.
Couldn't even finish it. That shit was so funny. Well, I made him finish it because I said,
you gonna drink that.
You gonna drink that. Okay. If you ain't gonna drink nothing the rest of the night, you gonna drink that.
I don't care if you drink any more water in life. You gonna drink that right now. That bad boy was $50 a pop.
A pop, man.
And I'm sitting back like, okay. Well, you know what? It's a party. Let it go.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie, it was mad good, right?
And man, it was excellent, man.
Dude.
I had that was like the cap off. Like literally.
And that was our last stop.
We came from Lucky Strikes and then we went there and it was literally they turned the lights on us. They
they
did.
Oh,
y'all got to go.
Yeah,
I think it was like 2:30, 3 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
It was late, man.
We went all night.
Yeah. And I thought I would be a lot drunker than I was because I drank a lot.
My mission, you did.
I did.
And you weren't even. I wasn't like, what's going on with this guy right now? It must be this kombucha right here. I said, man, he's sitting here. He got this. He figured it out.
I was like, man, I'm not even that bad. Like, yeah, I could tell.
Wow.
I could tell Fern, like, she couldn't drink no more.
Fern was nice.
She was like, nah, I got to drive you home.
Yeah.
I think she took you to the Pentagon station or whatever.
Yeah, she did.
So, like, she's like, yeah, I can't drink no more or whatever. She said, I'm a lightweight or whatever. And I was just like, man, we going to get it in again, though.
Oh, no, absolutely. That was a precursor to what's to come.
Absolutely.
We had a blast, man. I enjoyed the family.
Yeah, man.
Well,
I'm glad you got to meet them, man.
Oh, man.
Plenty more, okay?
Oh, well, listen, I'm ready to see them all. I'm ready to hang out. I'm telling you, man, it was funny because we were trying to bowl, I remember, and I'm terrible at bowling.
Man, you terrible at bowling, but you threw that ball down that lane so damn fast. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah.
And the thing I like about Lucky Strikes is they clocked how fast you threw the ball.
That was
so
crazy.
I was throwing like 45, and I thought I was doing something.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Matt grabs the daggone ball and throws that joint down there. That joint say 85 miles an hour. I'm like, Jesus.
No, I don't even know, because I can't aim, so I figured maybe I just throw it. It'll hit something.
That was crazy. I was like, okay, yeah, man, you can get off the lane for you break this.
Yeah, I got a little worried about that too. I was like, I'm gonna tear something up and I'm gonna have to pay for something.
Yeah, but you didn't really want to bowl. You just kind of got out there a couple times and said, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, because it was all about y'all, man. And it's a beautiful thing. I'm gonna say this, man. When people get together, friends and family, hanging out, at our age, it's kind of, you don't do it as often. You know what I mean? Like now, good thing about you, man, your kids are grown and everything. My kid, I still got Lauren, she's still, 4 years old. Right. So I don't get out much. Right. Between, if it ain't work, I'm really not out.
We in the crib.
We in the crib, right.
You just doing something. You working on something.
All day, all night.
Yeah.
And so the thing about us being out there with y'all, it was something that I needed to do.
Yeah.
I enjoyed doing.
Absolutely.
That was your first time at Bus Boys and Poets too, right?
Yes, man.
What you think, dog?
That was like, I've been in DC like hundreds, thousands of times, man.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that place.
That's crazy, though.
Not once have I heard of that place. And then what the crazier thing about it is Lee only been up here 4 or 5 years, and she's like, oh, yeah. I know about that place. And I'm like, what?
Oh, yeah, Bus Boys and Poets. Yeah, who doesn't know about this?
Who doesn't know about that? I'm like,
me?
This guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your man?
Because literally that part of DC where it is, like,
right.
Man, DC's different, number one.
Yes, it
like,
is.
as far as, like, from what I remember it from childhood. Like, just because my dad worked in DC pretty much my entire life until pretty much I got to high school. Then he was Fort Meade or whatever. He worked at NSA or whatever. But, like, I know DC. I know, like, I'm just looking around the area. I'm like, this don't even look.
Yeah.
This look like New Brooklyn. And if
that's
anybody's from
New
York,
Brooklyn, that's true.
Anybody from New York knows what I mean by New Brooklyn. It looks like New Brooklyn. Yeah. It just, so it's just like, I said I didn't know that was there. I don't know these new places. I don't know if it's new or if it's a staple, but I've never heard of it. I know Ben's Chili Bowl. Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm trying to say, if you know Ben's Chili Bowl near U Street, right off U Street,
right.
If you go, you need to go to the Bus Boys and Poets over there.
Okay.
I think that's I think the one on 14th Street is the hub spot. So it's 14th and U.
Yeah.
That's the Busboys and Poets that I know.
Okay.
My homeboy Moo Bay is out there. He's the manager.
That's the one.
That's the spot.
Okay.
It's big. Well, you know what? It's smaller than the one we went to.
Yeah.
But it's like the one.
Yeah.
You know, at least in my mind.
And what I liked about it is they really have true vegan options.
There we go.
Because I'm like, we're kind of like, we're not vegan, but we're like 80%, plant-based. That's how we eat. We eat a lot of, vegetables and whole foods.
See, that's what I need. I need to start doing a little bit better with that.
Yeah,
I just, I'm doing a little bit too much.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Good point. Good point.
But
Donuts.
the thing about it is, it's like you don't have to, like, they really had a lot of options for me to choose from.
Right.
And a lot of places you go, they be like, okay, they bring out the vegan menu, and it's literally like a receipt. Okay,
yes. And you're like, give me the one thing you got up in it now.
Give me the one thing that you have, okay? We only have one plate.
Give me the tomatoes.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, that's all I get.
That's another misconception about people that are like, quote, eat vegan. Everybody just thinks you just eat vegetables all day. I'm not a rabbit. Okay. Okay. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, so like literally some restaurants you go in, we have salad.
You're like, nah.
I don't want no salad.
Yeah.
I want some food. Like, do you have food
in here? Yeah, thank you for the salad, but do you have any food?
Right. Do you have food in here? So anyway, like they had a lot of good options, man, and the waitress, what was her name?
Oh
man,
because y'all said another name first, then y'all laughed.
She looks like a comedian. I think. No.
I'm gonna mess
it starts with an S, and I don't want to mess her name up, but I'm gonna remember later. And I'm gonna put it up, and I'm gonna say, like she looked like this comedian. I can't remember her name. Now
I don't know.
Sherry Shepherd, I think.
Sherry Shepherd. Okay.
Sherry Shepherd, I think.
Oh, so y'all called her Sherry.
We were calling her Sherry,
she
but
said,
her
no,
name,
my real name is.
Her real name is. Oh my God, I can't remember. But she was great.
Yeah.
She literally came over. She was like, "Nah, don't do that." Don't
yeah,
do that.
Yeah.
And people that know, and she knew the restaurant. Like that's what I like. That's what I like about.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? You know why she was so good too? Because I was talking about Moo Bay. Moo is the manager at the one on 14th and U. Yeah. And she used to work with him.
Yeah.
And I was like, she's like, yeah, I used to work under him. I said, see, you know what? That makes sense because Moo is a good dude.
Yeah.
So I know that she
knew her stuff, man. She was just like, no, don't try that.
Don't you? I'm telling you.
She was like, you can try. Like I tried the pizza and I didn't like it.
Right.
But she was like, you can try the pizza. It's like a half and half thing. She was like, some people like it, some people don't.
Yeah.
So I tried the little vegan pizza. Did not like it, hated it.
Right.
And literally, she just went to the back and said, nah, you ain't got to worry about that.
She took
care of that. And then she was just like, but before you leave, what you need to try is our vegan brownie with the ice cream, with the vegan ice cream.
Ooh.
And she brought that out.
I remember seeing that. Yeah, my man went through that brownie. I'm saying, I talked to Fern for like 2 seconds. I looked back, I was like, yo, you get your brownie yet, bro? And you like, oh yeah,
gone.
It's done.
It was gone. We can go.
Wow.
Like, we're done, yeah. So that... I got to go back. They had a couple of burgers on there and a couple of other options that I want to try.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then, I still eat salmon from time to time.
Right.
So,
good,
Fern got the salmon, and that joint was looking like...
Ooh. Salmon is just that's a delicious beast.
There's two things that I'm never going to stop eating. Like, you know what I mean? They can say what they want about it. Is salmon and a good ahi tuna.
Ooh.
A good, nice steak ahi tuna, man.
Oh, that sounds good. You can. That's a lot of times they make that in a tartare, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, look at that. I ain't from the projects talking like that.
I ain't giving
Give me
that
tuna tartare.
Yeah.
Nah, you don't get that up, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you, but I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Time, man.
We got to go back.
Oh, for sure.
As soon as I get some Uncle Nearest up in that building, we going back in there anyway. Because I done told him already. We about to make that happen. But real quick, I got to throw in a couple of these little pre-roll things, man.
For sure.
Talkative is on iTunes and SoundCloud, like y'all already know. I need you to go out right now.
Yep.
When do they got to go? When they got to do it, Chris?
Right now.
Right now.
At this moment.
Right now, go out, rate and review on iTunes, SoundCloud. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you hit the notifications. Because I done told y'all, they burying this joint somewhere in there.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what's going on with that, but that's how it is on YouTube world now. You just kind of like, you better find it. You got to type it in directly.
Right.
And you might have to type in Talkative, Overtime, and Mac to find it. It's deep, man.
We're getting there, but the plays are up. Like, people, even our absence, like, I think the numbers were still good for the last episode we put up, even though we didn't did we put the video up for the last one?
Yeah, we did, but I put it up late. I put it up late.
But even so, people went and like actually just listen to the audio.
There you go.
So, and that's, I mean, we need y'all to do that as well. You know, we need y'all to go check that audio out so we can grow not only on the YouTube space, but grow in the SoundCloud.
Absolutely.
iTunes. You know, I can't stress enough how important it is to kind of like, not subscribe only, but just to like comment. Just leave a comment.
Right.
Just if you hate the show, leave a comment.
Yeah.
You know no, seriously.
Yeah.
No, because that all helps.
Right. You can't make it look like everybody just giving you love.
It all helps, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It'll help. Like, don't go out and, you know, be like derogatory. You know what I'm saying?
Right. These guys are horrible. Honest. They should be dead.
This is an authentic show, and we trying to keep it 100 for y'all. So
no, that's true.
Keep it 100 with us. That's all.
I'm trying to pull up and see if anybody that I might have missed. Oh, it's 15 ratings out there. It's a good number.
That's good.
See?
That's good.
They doing something.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, I ain't mad at you.
You know, can we get to 30 by the end of August? You know what I'm saying? Something.
You done laid out the challenge now.
Just 30. You know, that's 15 more people.
Man, listen, I need y'all to get us to 30 ASAP.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie. I mean, to be honest with you, for doing this thing, we at episode, what is this, 9 or so?
9.
This is nice.
This is nice.
You know, I'm enjoying this,
man.
We
got to get back in a rhythm because I came in here and I was like, man, I feel like I ain't been in here forever. Like, what are we going to...
What's the show called?
Where do the mics go?
Yeah.
Like,
did we just hold the mic? I can't remember.
It's been a minute.
It has, man. Well, I'm going to tell you what. Look, make sure y'all do that. I also want to mention one thing, Chris. You got somebody you want to shout out?
Oh, yeah. I want to shout out Deep Lifestyle in Los Angeles. We actually met. I do not remember his name. Do you remember his name?
I can't remember his name. I had the card, too.
But he showed so much love. They're off of Melrose. They're off of Melrose Avenue.
Right.
In Los Angeles. This hat that I'm wearing, actually,
beautiful.
I wear this every day.
Oh, yeah.
You know so,
my God. Yeah,
go stop by the store. They got a lot of fly stuff. And just hit up the website. It's deeplifestyles.com. Got a lot of good pieces over there.
Dude,
and
it was stylish.
Yeah.
The cool thing about him is that he was so down there. He didn't necessarily know who we were.
Yeah. And this is not sponsored. Like he didn't. We ain't getting paid to say this. It's just a genuine love. Like,
there you go.
I love his stuff. Like we actually have a few of his pieces at the house. So yeah, man, check him out.
Deep Lifestyle Supply Company.
Yep.
Love it. Okay. With that, I want to hit you with something, man, right now. One person hit the 522 million yesterday.
Man, listen.
Mega Millions, $522 million.
One person.
San Jose, California. Done. Bruh. Okay. Now, I don't know about you. Let me ask you a question about that real quick.
Ask me whatever, because I'm like...
You know, because I'm kind of... Yeah, that's the kind of...
He probably needed living out there, but I mean...
That's true. So now he probably can... His house probably cost him $100 million. You know what I mean? My man just paid his house off. That's it. How'd you spend your money? Oh, I paid my house off and got a car.
That's crazy, man. What was it, like 500 million?
522 million.
Jesus.
But listen, before... Okay, 522 million. Tonight, Powerball, 147 million. So by the time y'all hear this, hopefully we're millionaires. Because I'm telling you, dog.
I'm telling you.
My word, Chris, I'm taking care of you, man.
Oh, man, listen. Everybody already know who I'm going to be at a undisclosed location. I'm just going to send out the bat signal or whatever.
Man, listen. Yeah, like, you be like, what is that?
I'm already here. Okay, so.
I'll be talking about myself. Welcome back to Talkative.
Right.
It's going to be an empty chair.
So my thing is, like, in Virginia, you don't. So some states you have to, like, announce that you won. They have to announce the winner, which sucks to be you.
Yeah, because you like people like, nah, you got money, bro.
Yeah.
Don't act like you.
Nobody. I want you to still think that Chris go to work.
Oh, absolutely.
I want you to still think
he's still going overtime.
Oh yeah, I'm still going overtime.
You're gonna be undertime.
I'm gonna be undertime at that point. I promise you.
My man, I ain't working on jack.
Nothing.
Working on counting this money.
Oh my gosh, Mac.
Dude, what would you do? Okay, 147 million. Let's not do the 522 because that's going. I can't dream about that more.
But
I can dream about the 147. The 147, the cash out is 89. It's a cash value is 89 million. So let's talk about 89 million. You get 89 million right now. You done the Fed. You're taking care of all your taxes. 89 million. What's up?
That's a tough question to answer,
ain't
man.
it?
It's because like a lot of times you don't know exactly what you're gonna do with something until you actually get it.
It's true.
But you have to kind of like with that kind of money, you have to plan what you're gonna do or you're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose it.
That's it.
So the biggest thing, I think everybody goes without saying, whatever outstanding bills that you have. So I'm not even going to add that into it.
Yeah, it ain't going to even make a dent anyway.
Yeah, it's not even going to make a dent in none of it.
Let's just say you spent $1 million on everything you owe. So that's easy math. So now you got $88 million.
Literally. And then just like, for me, it's just about like literally planning things like, okay, what do I want to do with my life that I can do whatever I want at this point? Ooh. $80 million? What do I want to do with my life? What do I want to invest in that is actually something that I still have to build? Because just because you have money now doesn't mean that any company that you create is going to be successful because you have money. Has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, you
have to build culture around it. So it's just all right, I have more money to kind of give myself enough time to build the things that I want to build. So I would be looking at it from that standpoint. Right. Not, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get that. It's more of a time thing. Because like I said, I subscribe to the time is the most valuable currency that we have. Like I really subscribe to that.
Okay.
So like it just gives me time to like really like, okay, Max, like, yo, we bring it back, let's get made. Okay, we really bring it back, let's get made now.
God.
Okay,
we gonna make that joint be like
really bringing that back now. So it's like that kind of stuff.
I'm gonna give me a Walmart size.
With
let's
still
get made.
the same hustle behind it, with still the same vigor behind it, not just getting lazy because you have money. But the biggest purchase that I would probably make, the biggest one, would literally, I'm going to buy a house somewhere.
Oh yes.
I'm not gonna tell people I'm gonna buy the house because then everybody gonna show up at the house.
Yeah, like, yo, what's up, Chris?
But I'm going to buy a house in a location that I've always wanted to live in my entire life. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow. Okay.
And then when I pull up to that house, you know, Lee gonna have her Tesla that she's always wanted or whatever. Like,
get Lee a Tesla. Come on, Tesla.
And me, I'm gonna have the biggest, most obnoxious pickup truck that you could think of.
There you go.
Like,
flatbed?
No, like just like a regular truck.
Regular truck, okay.
150, 250,
something
like that.
Yeah.
Something, but it's gonna be ignorant. Okay.
Like got like lights and shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be ignorant. It's gonna look like The Walking Dead out there, mug. Like I'm telling you, like it's gonna be ignorant.
Here he comes.
Because that's me, man. Like I'm a big child, man.
Do you like the loud car? Are you a loud car kind of guy? Like,
yeah, yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I can't stand loud cars now, man.
56 Mustang, like with the twins and the dang on the V8, and you just start that joint up, and that joint literally will shake your house.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that, man.
What?
I love that, man.
God. You know, it's funny, man, because out here, I used to like it. You probably now you ain't got your kids are old, like I say.
I mean, that's the total opposite of a Tesla, to where like, if you're crossing, you can't even hear it. We're in the IKEA parking lot one time. Literally, we just walking, do, and the dude's like, beep. We like, oh, bro, we didn't even hear you coming.
Yeah,
we're sorry. Like literally, it sounds like nothing. It's it's nothing. You couldn't even hear the tires on the ground.
So you and Lee gonna be exact opposites on y'all's car.
So honestly, the best answer that I could give you for that is buying time to start and really start developing on the things that I want to invest in the most. So of course, you know, that's investing in your family, like as far as like, oh, I want to go back to school, I want to do this, I want to do that. Just investing in people, not giving people frivolous money to go blow and do stupid stuff with.
Right.
Like even I'm talking about siblings too. I'm talking about close siblings. I wouldn't just be like, here's such and such.
Exactly.
Because I
they
know
might take that and go crazy with it.
Okay?
Right.
Tell me what, give me an idea of what you're going to, what you want to do. And then I will help you get to that point. Not everybody.
Right. My man put a
not everybody.
Caveat now. Not everybody's getting a little piece of this.
But everybody that you care about is going to be comfortable. We're not going to be like you might still need to go to work. Okay.
Yeah.
You might still need to show up and go to work.
But I'm going to tell you the truth, man. I think you need that.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Chris, how we looking on time? I didn't even do the thing. We good?
We got 5 minutes, so yeah.
Okay, well.
You want to come back?
We'll come back, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that before we move on to the next one.
Okay, cool.
All right. All right, so, man, real quick, like I was saying, though, with winning the Mega Millions, winning the Powerball, I think the whole part of what you were saying as far as time being one of the best or more valuable things, valuable currency, how do you put it? That's so true, and I think a lot of times we overlook that. But speaking about value, I want to talk about, and knowing where to put stuff, I want to talk about a podcast.
Okay.
All right? Now, Chris and I, we do listen to a lot of different podcasts, and one podcast that we've been checking out lately is Van Lathan's Red Pill podcast.
Yeah.
And Van Lathan just interviewed Joe Budden. Now, here's the thing. I listen to Van Lathan because Van Lathan gonna pretty much give you some something to think about. You walk away and be like, okay, that was interesting.
Right.
But Joe Budden gonna always give you some kind of bars in there. He gonna give you some hot takes, and you gonna be like, wow.
If it ain't gonna be one thing, it's gonna be authentic. Okay.
Absolutely.
There's gonna be no lies. Okay.
Dude, even when the whole Migos thing that popped off with what's his name, the guy with Joe Budden and
you talking about
academics
and Nadeska. Well, she wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Nadeska
no, I don't think she was there.
It was just she
no,
was.
she was. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she was. Okay, I was like, yeah, she was. She was right
Dude,
there too.
One of the funniest things though was the way that they redid that. They did the remix and they zoomed in
on the one dude that was that was like
my man was like he was pissed. He was like, wait, what's going on?
They couldn't believe it, right? And I mean, in that instance, like all you can do is stand up and be like, "Nah, you're gonna disrespect me in this way."
Yeah, it's about to go down.
Totally, like he was like, "All right, academic, wrap this up," and he was literally he just put his mic down and he thought academics were gonna say, "Well, thank you, Migos, for coming out. We hope you have blah 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 blah." He literally academics little trolling little self. Was like, y'all are some of my favorite artists, and I really respect you guys and all that kind of. Joe was like, "I ain't got time for this." And he just got up.
Joe did get up out of there, man. I mean, I feel that academics was really trying to keep face and keep it on the up and up. I feel bad for the guy for that reason.
That was hilarious, man.
But I would say though, this is my thing about Budden. He's gonna give you something that's gonna, whether you agree with it or not, he's gonna give you something to think about. And so on this particular podcast, when Van Lathan was interviewing Joe Budden, Van asked Joe, being that Joe was in the business, in the industry for so long, doing actual hip hop, not just doing this thing with different podcasts. He was like, what do you feel has changed about hip hop the most? And Budden, I'm gonna kind of paraphrase. I don't have this actually written down, but he said something to the degree of artists now just looking for attention. Right. And that's kind of messing up the whole art of it all, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's interesting because the whole thing about artists looking for attention, they pointed out this whole mess that's going on between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather. Even though it's not hip hop, he's saying, but this is kind of what's going on, where you have two guys who got each other's phone number,
you right now,
address, everything, right?
Right.
And they, instead of just going to each other, specifically and saying, yo, man, this is how I'm feeling about something, they put it out on social media.
Right.
What in the world, like, what is it now that we do? What is this about, man?
I'm such a cynic. I'm always like, what y'all about to promote? Like, what's about to happen?
What's behind this whole thing?
What's behind this whole thing? Why do y'all need this attention? Because the problem with attention is when you get it, depending on however you got it, you know what I'm saying, you got to keep that same energy and keep, like, especially for individuals that, like, try to follow people or try to, like, everybody wants attention. Let me just say this.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to bring attention to something that you're doing. Like anybody that starts something that's creative.
Yes.
Like whether it be art or whatever the case may be. Like you're trying to bring attention to it. So there's nothing wrong with that in that sense. But the way that you're going about it and the things and the way that we operate as people now is disturbing. And to me it's disturbing. This is an opinion. It's
Come on, Chris. Come on.
Because not only do you like think it's a great idea for you to discuss personal issues in front of millions of people, and maybe you don't have millions of followers, but you have to think about this. Like when you put anything, like we talk about this all the time. We said this number of times. Anytime you type anything into your phone, it's saved somewhere. I don't care if it's a text
it becomes
message.
a data set.
I don't care if it's it's a data set at that point.
Right.
Where do you think this stuff is? Like there is a server somewhere with that messaging on it. So like my whole thing with 50 and whenever I see anything like 50 do it, or I'm just a big conspiracy theorist because I'm like, what do y'all? Is there a boxing match about to happen? Is a show about to come out?
Because it doesn't make any sense to be sitting there. If y'all know each other, like I said, I'm not going to sit and do a post about you. Yo, Chris, man, this is crazy what you did and post up on Instagram. Man. When I could just hit you up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it does, you're right. I mean, if we were doing this whole thing, maybe we're trying about to, all of a sudden, Mac and Chris going to do a boxing match.
Right.
Okay, I get it.
Okay.
We're trying to make some dough.
Right.
But the thing about it now is that money, or maybe it's, I don't know if it's fame or money. It feels like it's just fame because a lot of times this stuff doesn't even equate to money.
I don't even understand. Like especially with all the connectivity that we have now. We talked about it on the last podcast.
Yeah,
fame is fickle. Fame ain't even what fame is. Like nobody's famous anymore. nobody is famous to me personally.
Yeah.
Like,
because everybody's famous.
And I've always subscribed to this, man. This is something that my uncle used to say. He was my real uncle. It was my dad's friend named Roy or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, stars are in the sky.
Uh-oh.
He was like, you a man down here on this earth just like me.
Absolutely.
So you walk, you talk, you drink, you eat just like me. So I'm not gonna hold nobody on no pedestal over me or whatever. And I get there's some people that are like, there are some people that are genuinely should be hosted up, like, and those individuals are a select group of people that I like.
That's true.
Your Martin Luther Kings, your Malcolms, your Obamas, your Nelson Mandelas. But those people, like, those are stars to me. Those are people that are larger than life to me. 50 Cent and like somebody like Floyd Mayweather to me, it's just like, for me, y'all have accomplished things.
Yeah.
But I don't hold you in that regard. So like, for me, when you're doing things like this, you're just trying to keep that fame is fleeting. That's why they have to do. So I have to stay in the news.
This kills me though, dog.
Were you talking about Floyd Mayweather before this happened? Did anybody?
You're right. News? After he did his last match, it's out. We done talking about Floyd Mayweather.
I'm done.
But he needs that. I guess you need that attention.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But that's the crazy thing about it though is this, man. I'm feeling like that is causing a bigger problem. I know we talk about this all the time about social media, and I know I get on this whole conspiracy theory thing. And I'm sorry if it sounded like that, but to be honest with you, I'm just wondering, what does this all add up to be?
All right.
Right. Everybody right now is this whole attention thing. The dude that does that little dance. I can't even do it. The little, like the arms, and he's like shifting. I look like a damn clown.
But you know what's about the little. You look like the thing at the gas station. Yeah. That
probably is my way of doing it. The dude that does the arms shifting in the front and in the back. He's like a weird looking kind of guy. He's lanky.
I have no.
Man, bro, you know who I'm talking about.
What?
The dance where people shift the dance like this. Goes, hands go by. Man, y'all know what I'm talking about out there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to show you, but the
Chris
dude
over here confused as hell. Okay, so
I can't do the dance.
Can I type it in Google?
I don't even know what dance to plug in to tell you.
What?
But he was on. Okay,
what was he
was
on?
On Katy Perry, I think, made this dude famous. He's a young kid. The young kid that does the little.
You talking about the dude with the backpack?
The backpack.
The backpack boy. Yeah. Okay.
This joker.
Yeah.
The backpack kid got 2 million followers.
Off that little stupid hand dance. I know the dance you're talking about.
You kept talking this, right? You can't do it either, right?
Yeah. I'm not doing it. Okay.
I didn't want to do it, but I'm trying to explain.
Do it.
But he's the backpack kid, right?
Yeah.
But my point is, that dude is a celebrity.
He's a celebrity.
So now if you got the backpack kid being a celebrity,
right?
If you got, it's always something, just these random people become celebrities that all of a sudden nobody becomes a celebrity.
Yeah, think about the backpack kid, and he came out, and then like all the other kids around his age, or anybody who wants to be some form of entertainment or famous, or just famous. Right. Think about what they were doing.
Exactly.
On social media.
Exactly.
I would love to see like literally how many people like, okay, that's all I have to do.
Right.
Well, let me just go do that.
I'm gonna be the wallet kid.
And that is what, to me, like, I think that's one of the worst things about social media.
Yes.
And this is why I have such a disdain for it, man. I'm not the person to talk to about social media because it's like, hate is a strong word, but I do not like social media at all.
Yeah.
I like it for certain things, you know what I mean? But I feel like everybody on there feels like they just everybody needs attention. That's why.
Because that's what it's built on.
So we could get into like the.
I'm about to get there. Let's go there because I feel like we're going there.
The overarching, like, what I think.
Come on, Chris.
What I think about it, but it's just like, if it's all based on everybody getting attention, like, what is this for? So go ahead, man.
So no, that's it. That's why I think we're gonna hit on that because that's the whole point. If this is leading up, because I really feel like social media is playing us. Yeah. Social media is feeding you this whole thing to say, look, this is what y'all want. This is what you consider happiness.
Right.
So I think in a lot of ways, social media is identifying what they believe, what it believes.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm trying to say about my whole conspiracy theory, because it is a machine.
Yeah.
What happiness for people is. Because I think at this point now, as people, we don't even know what happiness is anymore.
I think, man,
and that's why we so going through this anxiety and depression and all this kind of mess.
Because you're allowing what social media puts on your feed to dictate what you believe happiness is. Like,
absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I think it's a big. Like I stopped calling it social media and call it a social experiment almost. Because everybody is a data point. You're a data point. I'm a data point. Your wife, Ash is a data point. Leah's a data point.
I knew she was a data point the way she was acting. Yeah. I could tell.
Everybody that has a device that connects to an internet,
right,
that connects to these social media, you are a data point. Like,
right.
I mean, so at the end of the day, how you use your social media, what you're doing, what you're consuming.
That's it.
Social media is going to give you more of that, so you spend more time on their platform, so they can make money. And within them making money, they can also see your habits.
Right. And then they identify you as a person.
Identify, like,
that's interesting. Because that's why I say though, Chris. That's why I say, and even then they say this Budden. I don't know if Budden or Van Lathan says, you have to be careful. About what you subscribe to.
Absolutely.
And it's very true. So look, with Talkative, with Let's Get Made, you're getting some positive, real talk, some real stuff.
Absolutely.
That's gonna be on the up and up. But a lot of these things that we're following, I mean, you know how many times I've seen Kiki, Do You Love Me? Do you know how many times I have seen? And there's so many different ways to do it. I'm like, and we just keep looking at the same meme over and over. And I guess the guy that made up the dance, now he's a celebrity.
Right.
And it's just like, I don't get this.
The same way TV used programming back in the day to do derogatory things. And I'm going back, not even TV, just some like the film industry in the beginning.
Okay.
Especially when segregation was here. How do you think they kept Caucasians scared?
Yeah, that propaganda. There you go.
Of you.
Yeah, that's
like,
what it is. Right.
Of you because I see these films that are feeding me certain things. So let me just pivot off of that point because I don't want to get too heavy.
Okay.
In social media, I think the reason that we're seeing so much anxiety, we're seeing so much depression, we're seeing so much of mental health and people deteriorating mentally is because there's a lot of comparative analysis by what you're seeing. Like, you're really sitting there looking.
There you go, Chris.
You're sitting there looking at somebody and you're looking at things that are people that may be doing or they may not be doing.
Right.
Because the thing about social media is there's no way to authenticate that that's actually really happening. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say it ain't real.
It's not like
it ain't real.
Literally, like, where I work, in Manassas or whatever, there's some like these used luxury car lots, right?
Yeah.
That have like Lamborghinis and R8s and all these things, right? I could literally, right, just go over to one of these lots, Mac, right, and say I'm gonna test drive this car. Actually, I'm gonna test drive this car, and I'm gonna blow you up. I'm actually gonna give you some press. So let me test drive this car. Act like it's mine. I can act like it's mine.
Right. You really don't know.
We could sit down at the table. I act like I'm signing paperwork. I'm shaking hands, dude.
They be like, yo, Overtime doing some things.
Oh man, he got a Lambo now.
What?
Oh man, he doing it big. But you don't know, like, I don't actually own that.
Right.
This house that I live in. You ever see these commercials on YouTube where the dude come out and he got a little whiteboard and it's like he's talking about marketing and shit?
Oh,
and like,
yeah. And he's got the office full of all these people and all that. You're like, man. Right. Bruh. That's them actors. Them ain't your real people.
Like, how much did you pay these people to come here and do this? Come on, man. I've been here too long, man.
But that's the whole thing. If you, like they say, fake it till you make it or whatever, people are doing things in order. And this is what sick. I'll be honest with you. I have to use Instagram to keep people informed that we're doing things.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, I've always been perplexed with, is putting up personal stuff.
Oh
now,
yeah.
I gotta admit, I have put up pictures of my daughter, my wife, and all this kind of stuff. But at the same rate, look, it's the weirdest thing because I'm like, because I know in one place this is what I do. Let me just be real. God, can I get it out? I'm gonna be real with you. Part of me puts up, like, if my wife and I have our anniversary, I'll put it up because people say he'll never talk about his wife.
Right.
Mac must not be all about his wife or his kid, his daughter. He'll never talk about them. So you have to do the show. No, I love my wife and I love my daughter.
Right.
But at the same rate, I see them when I get home.
I see them when I get home, and I can tell them.
Yeah.
And I can tell them, like, I don't have a lot of. Like, people fault me for this. It's like, and they never understood when I said this. They're like, oh, let me see a picture of your, like when my kids were really little and I had phones and phones became a thing where you could take pictures and show people or whatever.
Right.
But they have to remember where, like the era that I'm from, you couldn't just pull out a phone and just take a picture of somebody and have pictures on deck of your family right then and there. Everything is so accessible now. So when people ask me, let me see your kids, I'm like, I don't have no pictures of them in my phone. Because I've always, even though I didn't know, I know now, like when you have pictures in your phone, those pictures are somewhere.
Absolutely. Every time you say, can we? It
those
says
pictures are somewhere,
and
they're
about
not
how many
here.
apps do that.
When you take a Kodak picture, click, it come out. Here's the picture.
There's the That's
the
it.
Picture's right there.
Dog.
When you snap with your phone,
yes, sir.
It's somewhere.
It's somewhere.
Yeah. So like, even if you take a test pic of your stuff at night.
Good God.
Click, let me just see.
Let me see how I look. Oh yeah, there you go. And then I'm gonna delete it. Nah.
Just know that picture went somewhere.
Yeah, somebody looking at that joint, they're like, oh, that's what he working with?
Yeah.
Good God, Mac is the man.
Now, whether there's somebody screening these, you know, oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Just know that everything goes somewhere. And these kids don't connect, like, and some adults don't connect the fact that what you do on here.
So that's what I'm trying to get at, though, Chris.
Saved.
Like, so that's what I'm saying. Privacy is gone. That's one thing.
Completely.
Everything's a data set. And not only that, the thing that's throwing me off the most, and I'm sorry, y'all, I know we're giving a lot of kind of crazy stuff today, but at the my thing is this.
This ain't crazy, this is real.
Well, it's real, but my thing is this. I just want people to start thinking about, this is my thing. If nothing else, remember how it felt. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care how I sound. Look, I remember back when I was younger, in my 20s.
Yeah.
And I could crack open, man, I ain't going to lie, I crack open a 40.
Yeah.
Well, 40 that's about the twist top,
bang
right?
That joint. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I could pull up a Black and Mild.
Yeah.
I could pull up a clove cigarette. It didn't matter how I felt that you thought I shouldn't be doing it.
Not at all.
If I wanted to open it up, when I was with my boys hanging out in A&T, man, we were chilling doing our thing or whatever, and we can crack them open, just have a ball. Ain't nobody taking no pictures.
No.
We got the music bumping.
No, you in the moment.
We in the moment. Whatever's going on.
Yeah.
You know, my thing about it was this. I was doing what I felt like I wanted to do to have fun.
Yeah.
This was my happiness.
Yeah.
It wasn't what anybody else thought. So now it's like, oh, you shouldn't smoke that. That's going to give you cancer. You shouldn't go and drink that.
Man,
that's unhealthy for you. You need to work out all the time to have abs. Right. I mean, dude, look, I want to eat a Chick-fil-A sandwich. Man. You know what I'm saying? Right. I want that. Right. I want to drink my Uncle Nearest.
Right.
And the thing about it is now we're so worried about what people think about identifying our happiness for us.
For you. Yeah.
Good God, man, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
A lot right there. Like literally.
Stop letting people identify your happiness for you.
Like there's a new diet plan every year. There's a new workout plan every year.
Yes.
There's new foods that come out. Oh, don't eat this. There's new stuff that says all this stuff. So it's like they're trying to like. There's no one size fit all to happiness, man.
Right.
Like what makes you happy is totally different from makes me happy. Like I said something to you on the phone yesterday. I was like, it's probably not the most healthy thing to go to a NASCAR race and drink beer, eat some of the worst, most fatty, saturated fat food, fries, hot dogs, hamburgers. While taking in exhaust fumes.
Good gracious. Good God.
But if you see the faces of the people that are there and just how much they are happy being there, like and just I feel like that balance, that scale, like weighs more to like, okay, just do that because that's gonna keep you here longer. Like I feel like happiness keeps people more healthy than the actual diet and what you're actually eating on your plate. Because like,
man,
I'm not
stress
saying
will
that's
kill
not
you.
important.
No.
But I'm saying at the same time, like, stop like sitting down, like thinking about like if from a and the phone has a lot to do with that.
It does.
And what you see every day and how they program you every day
to
think something like, you know, I told people to watch this thing the other like a couple years ago when it came out on Netflix where he was scaring everybody to eat meat.
Yeah.
Meat
Right. Yeah.
And while that played into my conscious decision of taking in more plants, you know what I'm saying? Not condemning people that eat meat and saying, oh, you're going to die of this and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
My whole thing is, at the end of the day, when somebody starts a new workout plan or somebody starts a new job or somebody's like, I think I'm going to do this, I think I'm going to do that, I always ask them at the end, are you happy?
That's it. Dude, look.
That's all that matters.
That's it. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't get, look, Indochino don't write me no check. I like Indochino suits.
Man.
It makes me happy.
Don't write me no check.
There you go. But you like deep lifestyle.
I wear this every single day, and it's not that I want to get. You see it.
Y'all can see it in the videos past you on too. It's already there.
Check my record.
Right. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I
got receipts to show.
Yeah. Literally, I do things that make me happy. Yes, I'm not happy every single day. Nobody's happy every single day. But the things that make you happy, you have to remind yourself of those when you're in those moments where you just like, oh man, this is whatever. Because you'll be on your phone
pure.
And pure.
Yeah, there's no way.
You just said the word. Like,
that's it.
Literally, just enjoy. Like, we were at the bowling alley thing. Like,
dude.
And like I had to remind myself, oh, we should probably take a picture of this.
Yeah, because, we got to capture the moment.
We
right,
were
why not?
in the moment. We were enjoying
for hours.
For hours before we even thought about taking a picture.
I'm telling you.
And did you see any of those pictures pop up on
absolutely
my end?
not. Nah.
Not on my end.
Right.
Because I'm like, that's for me.
Right.
When I take a picture of something, this is for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, like, okay.
It's so true.
I'm going to say this last thing, then we're going to take a break.
Bet.
The reason I don't take pictures with famous people, stars, and and literally like people of that nature is because I don't like to put people. One, I don't like to put people above me, and then the people that I really admire, that I really respect.
Yeah.
I worked around Terrence and been around Outkast and all these people literally when I was in Atlanta, and I don't have one picture of me and Big Boy, one picture of me and this person, one picture, none of that, because I look at them as my peers, and I want to work with them one day. I don't want them to see me as a fan. Right.
I'm jumping in. I'm on the boat of like you the celebrity type of thing.
You see me.
I'm a real person.
I'm your face.
Yeah, I'm ready to work.
I don't even tell you I do music. I'm just like, yo, like,
genuine, being genuine.
I'll see you later. Check.
Well, it just so happens. I'm sorry, Chris, but Andre 3000 is my friend. That's my friend.
I know it's your friend, and it's just like we need to have a talk about that. We need to have a talk about that, Matt, because after this podcast, we may not be friends anymore. Okay? We're just going to leave it.
No, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you.
Fix this mic, and we're going to come back.
Yep.
So, Matt.
What's up, bro?
Well, you know what? I know you see this hat sitting on you.
I see the hat. Normally
You've been trying to ignore it the whole episode.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the hat.
What's going on with the hat?
Yeah.
We back, man. That's what's going on.
The Lakers... Team Lakers Nation, the Lakers Nation is going crazy. What's popping now?
And I don't like to use word "we" because a lot of people use "we" in sports, and it's like I don't play. Yeah. I don't actually physically put on a jersey and run out with them or whatever. Yeah. But in the supportive role of a fan, it's just like we're gonna have a great season. I think we'll finally get back in the playoffs. We're not gonna win it, but I feel like we're at a point where things are starting to come back together. You know what I mean? They're trying to rebuild after those Kobe years,
Right.
Kobe brought them 5
years.
Of them things,
Wow, he did 5?
Yeah, he's at 5. He got 5 rings, man.
Wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, he got 5 of them things. Okay.
Man, Kobe the man with that.
Yeah.
So what you think it's going to be next year?
No. It'll probably be the year after that or the year after that. He's a 4-year deal. So it's like,
You really think it's gonna take that long?
Yeah, because unless a calamity happens with the Monstars, which are the Golden State Warriors. Okay,
we the Monstars.
We the Monstars. Okay.
Jeez.
It's nothing. Yeah.
Really?
They have a starting.
I mean, you got King James though. You got King James,
and yes, he is a integral piece.
Yes.
In the whole operation. And we did pick up some pretty good, with Michael Beasley and Rondo. And and Stevenson, and we got Lonzo still there, Kuzma's there, Ingram, and we have some. Josh Hart cannot slight him, but we have some players.
Yeah, I'm looking
have some young basketball players on that team. It's a young team right now, but I just feel like it always takes a year for people to mesh.
Okay.
For people to gel, so LeBron can be like, okay, I need this, and. One of our players had to make a pit stop in Toronto first. Okay, he literally.
What's the feeling on that?
They just literally traded him away because, San Antonio.
My man said a pit stop.
Yeah, he had to make a little pit stop in Toronto, but he'll be right in LA in the summer of 2019. He's coming. All right. So we'll have him or whatever. Don't want to, that's a hot take.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I'm tempted to get his jersey already this year.
Word.
Just because,
because of what went down, all that.
Yeah. Come anyway.
Well, I think that the whole thing about it is, it's funny you being a fan of Lakers saying that it's going to take you a few seasons.
Yeah,
I've never heard
people
the fans say it like that.
Lakers fans are closely tied to Dallas because I feel like people like these teams because they were winning at a certain point.
Yeah.
And they were winning back to back to back. And people just love winners or whatever.
True.
So
That's
they
true.
Just latch on. My love for them was built in these years. This actual hat, it means a lot because the year of 87 and 88, these two specific years, they went back-to-back championships. And this is the Magic James Worthy Lakers. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, in a sense, and I took a little detour, Mac. You know what I mean? Everybody took a little Michael Jordan detour.
Oh man, you come on.
You had to. You know
dude is a god on the court.
And then I actually took another detour that I have never mentioned to people. I took a little detour when Shaq and Anthony Hardaway were in Orlando. That was my favorite.
Really?
Yeah, man. I love Anthony Hardaway.
You know, anytime you mention Anthony, anytime anybody mentions Hardaway,
Anthony.
That's right. I forgot these names, bro. They did him wrong. When anybody mentions Anthony Hardaway, I always think about that game. What was the game? The NBA game. It's like the ball. He's heating up. NBA Jam.
NBA Jam.
He's heating up.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I used to I've had pit stops, but the constant team that I've always even when Kobe was there, even when Shaq went there.
Yeah.
The constant team in my whole life has been the Lakers because this is where my where my love of basketball actually began.
That's a place of happiness for you, kind of like we were talking earlier.
It's a place of happiness.
It's a place of pure
where
happiness.
Basketball started for me. You know,
that's crazy. Well, my thing about it is I got to be honest. I'm not a huge team sports type of guy,
right?
And the only reason is because I don't follow teams enough. I kind of, like you said, detours. I look at certain players and I follow that player,
right?
Kind of that boxing mindset where I think about just that one particular athlete.
Right.
I follow. Like I don't like tennis, but I'll watch Serena Williams play. You get what I'm saying?
All day. I don't like
it's
golf.
Kind of like that.
Tiger.
There you go. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how it is. So I think for me with basketball, it's been the same thing. Only thing basketball I've been excited about lately is the JBA, but only because of what it's doing.
Me both. Yeah.
But again, I definitely know that when King James came out, I know that a lot of people out there. What kills me is that people now who loved him are burning his jersey because they're so mad he went to another team. I'm like, but you just said you love the dude.
Yeah, and they're like,
so I don't get it. So is it really the guy you love?
The murals that they're painting of him.
Yeah, like what is that?
I don't know, man. It's more back to that attention thing that we talk about. Man,
it kills me, man.
It's like
either you love him or you don't.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's why I don't like. I think honestly, that's why I don't like the team concept.
I don't understand as a Lakers fan why you wouldn't like the fact that they're. That he's here, like, because it's going to restore that culture back to LA. Like, it's literally that culture of winning. Like, when the last time the Lakers won anything, I can't even remember when that was.
Oh, really?
No.
Wow.
It's been that long since we've had a team that we can say, okay, we can get deep in the playoffs with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We haven't had that like in 5, 6, 7. I don't even know, man. I don't even know it's been so long. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So it's just like for me, basketball the last few years, it's just like I check it out. You have your, these super teams now, where they got 3 superstars on it and all that kind of stuff. So it's really the same 3, 4 teams that you're always talking about. So the fact that there are certain teams in certain sports that are staples.
Right.
Okay. Boston Celtics, the Lakers, and New York Knicks are the 3 teams that when
franchises
when
too.
They are good, when those 3 teams are good, the NBA is better. Like the actual like the I'm telling you, those 3 teams for me in football, it's literally Dallas. You know what I'm saying? It's Washington and like that whole NFC East like conference.
Okay.
When those teams are doing well,
right,
I feel like the league is at its best.
That's interesting. You say that because those are the biggest franchises that push. I think it's
the culture,
the whole the culture of it. There you go.
Like even when Boston sucks, the stadium sold out. When the Lakers, we've sucked for the last umpteen years, and the stadium sold out.
Hey, that's how it is,
Dallas,
though, right?
Sucked since the 90s. Okay, like ain't won nothing since the 90s.
I forgot about that. I forgot about Dallas.
Yeah, fucking the 90s, Mac.
Okay. That whole joint, terrible. Oh my god.
You know what I mean? But they still packing out stadiums.
That's interesting you say that, though.
So it's just culture, man, and I'm just happy.
Well, I'm not mad at you, man. I'm glad to see that's your happiness. I'm happy you have your real happiness, right?
Make sure everybody sees
it. Look, pow.
Right there. Boom. It's gonna be there the entire episode.
Well, listen, I'm gonna tell you what, bro. But again, that's what I'm trying to tell people. If nothing else, go for your happiness. I mean, and so speaking of happiness, it looks like somebody's trying to rain on the happiness of Charlamagne the God right now. I shouldn't say they raining on. I mean, this is something that he kind of created himself.
Yeah.
We about to get into the talkative topic. First of all, let me say this. I want to mention everybody's name. Mike Caceres. I think it's Caceres.
Caceres, yeah.
Thanks for sending your joint.
Wrong, we apologize.
We apologize.
Please correct us. You know.
Shaquana always sending some good stuff.
Absolutely.
This guy Robert Fellows, man, out in the UK. He got something he really wanted me to talk about, but I don't want to go there because it's a little bit more political.
Yeah.
But he's in the UK, so big up to him.
Shout out to him.
It looks like I got Bog. Really, his name is Boo-G,
man.
I know,
like,
but Bog.
We're
Bog.
sorry we butchered that last time we was. Yeah, man.
We did. Boo-G Holmes.
He was like, it's actually.
Yeah, I felt bad about it too.
Yeah. I was like,
okay, my bad, dog.
My bad, you know.
Well, I didn't know. It was B-O-O-G all together.
My fault. Yeah.
But one thing I do want to say that I got Boo-G is definitely congratulations on. Let me see if I can pull it back up. I think he passed. Well, he did really well
on the fire exam.
Fireman
exam.
Yeah. Firefighter exam. He said he finished in the top 10%. So
nice.
Salute to you on that.
Nice.
Now,
like a little fun fact, this is going to sound crazy to you. It's just as it sounded crazy to Lee. Do you know I was going to be a firefighter at one point?
See.
That don't even sound right?
That does not sound right.
Cause and then you thought about it, literally, cause I did really well on some type of practice exam at this community college around us or whatever.
Yeah.
I did really well on it. And I didn't really have no purpose in my life at that point. I was just I wasn't in school. I was just working, just kind of just not doing anything or whatever. I think I was 22, 23 years old.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I was super young, man. I wasn't going to school or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I was just I maybe just need to get one of these public, service.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
you
literally
serving
my
the
community
whole
and all
side
that?
of his family were state troopers and police officers.
Oh, word. Okay.
And all of that law enforcement or whatever. So I could have gotten into that super easy. But I was just nah. Not for me.
Yeah, I ain't trying to be out there in that kind of element.
So I don't know why I thought
fires.
I was gonna run into a burning building, and just try to save. I'm like, yeah, that's a commendable position,
dude.
Man. First of all,
you would have been going overtime on the fires
for even wanting to do that. Every firefighter should be commended because you are running into an unsafe condition.
Look, hell on earth.
Hell on earth.
It's a burning.
Literally, and all jokes aside. What really put that into perspective for me is when 9/11 happened.
Right.
And they were running into that damn World Trade Center, man. And I was just like, the courage that you have to do that ain't in me. So I was like, I got to figure something else out. And here we are. Okay.
You see that joint come down, you be like, get out of here.
I was like, nah, I can't. You know what I mean? It's just certain people aren't built for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
I mean, no doubt.
So shout out to
that's true. That's true. They don't, maybe they don't get enough respect. I mean, between teachers, the people and also people that go out there and service the community,
absolutely,
they need much more, much more appreciation than we give them.
They should be the ones getting the attention, Mac.
Right.
Okay?
Not your boy Backpack Kid.
Yeah, not the Backpack Kid with his stupid little dance.
Good God, Chris.
Stupid dance.
Chris go hard on him. But it's true. Between that kid and the Shiggy.
Oh, I like
Shaggy.
Shiggy. I don't know. The Shiggy, whatever, man. I don't know. I can do that. That's
but I'm just saying, everybody, but these people are celebrities off of their dance. Good God.
Yeah. I feel like if you create an original dance, I mean, that's where I give him a little bit of the little Backpack Boy. Okay, it's an original thing. It got popular, whatever. Now go away.
Right.
Please go away.
Right.
That's it. That was your contribution to your fame. Please go away now. Just please leave because you have nothing else to give me.
Dude, I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, and kids see this. My kids see this and feel like that's all that you have to do.
Right. Forget studying all this stuff about geometry.
Forget being a master
can do a dance.
Everything. All I got to do up here is just do this little. I can't even do it. I look stupid.
Look, I remember back when I used to work in the education field, man. There was this. I was working with these kids, and this one girl, she didn't know how to do any of her she couldn't spell worth a lick. She didn't know her math. And my homeboy used to work with me. He'd be like, man, yeah, she ain't the smartest kid. She can't do a math. She don't know her letters.
Right.
But she can dance.
She can dance though. You like. Okay.
I felt so bad. At least I hate to say I'm laughing about it, but the girl could dance. She knew all the new dances, and I'm like,
you like, how's that going to help her?
Right, but now thinking about it, she might become famous.
She might be famous. She may be famous.
The girl got 1.5 million subscribers, probably.
Now.
Right now.
It's crazy, Mac.
Oh man, but speaking on this, I want to get to what was sent in. So this came from Mike Douglas. Oh, maybe Mike Douglas, the actor. I don't know.
Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas.
Oh yeah,
I used to love Michael Douglas
OG,
movies.
Man.
He is. You know what?
He's an OG. Wasn't
they
he?
Don't give him enough props.
Yeah, he was in my movie. What's that movie with the crazy woman and they was having a whole lot of grown up activity in it? I'm sorry. Basic Instinct. Yeah.
Was that him?
Was that him?
That might have been the other dude with
I could have swore that's Michael Douglas, man.
Michael Douglas movies. Now you got me.
I know I had to because what was the woman's name? I can't remember her name either. That's an old movie, and I should not have watched that movie when I watched
the game. I thought, it was Basic Instinct.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah.
What was her name again? I remember that too.
I don't want to say it.
No, not Sharon. Is that Sharon Stone?
Sharon Stone. Yes,
it's Sharon Stone.
Sharon Stone. Yep.
You know, I like the movie The Game.
I was too young to watch that movie, Mac.
Man, we all were.
That was crazy.
I watched Daggone Poltergeist.
I didn't watch that. My parents they weren't. No way.
Parental guidance was not happening back then. Okay, there was no parental guidance. Yeah. But he had a lot of good movies. Now I'm looking at it. Falling Down.
Oh man,
The Game.
He's an OG, man.
OG. Nobody even talked to Michael Douglas. Salute to Michael Douglas. But Mike Douglas, who might be his cousin, I don't know, sent in a question. He said, look, he just wanted to know our thoughts about the Charlamagne the Guy rape allegation situation. His recollection of how things happened. Does it sound like rape? What do we think? And he sent a YouTube clip in. One thing I'm gonna say real quick. I don't know, of course, all the facts, which a lot of people, we don't know the facts. I don't really follow that kind of stuff too much. And I really don't like to get into it. But
ain't no police reports over here.
Yeah, none of that stuff.
Yeah,
so I can't really talk to him specifically. I do find it kind of interesting that it popped up after he gets a big show announcement for HBO.
That's not a coincidence. We're not going to get into that.
Right?
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden he's coming into something. But when he's talking about what happened, and I will say this is why, fellas, we got to be careful out there about our decisions because, not because, you can get in some trouble. It's just because it's not right.
Fellas too. Like I put it on everybody.
Okay, yeah,
just
go for it.
Responsible decisions when you're out, like and just know the company that you're around and know the people that you go out with. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just to be honest, it's a situation to where don't put yourself in a situation to where you have to explain something that you didn't do. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
or something that may happen. And
that's so true, man.
You're not like, I don't keep people like that around me.
You
like
can't.
Even back when I was, when I'm 20, and 20-year-old males are stupid. Okay?
Yes,
all of them. Every last one of them have some stupidity in them. So you don't make the best decisions. So it's really all about, like, I look at, like, who his friends were at that point in time.
Right.
Who were you hanging around that allowed all of this stuff to even, like, happen the way it happened or whatever? You know what I mean? So everybody has to be responsible with your drinking and how everything. But,
That's true.
and I'm not making any excuses for anything. Like,
right.
It's literally like, I have my opinion about, like, what I feel like is, I guess, quote unquote, like, not necessarily what's let me just say this right, because I don't want to say it wrong. There's a difference between rape and rape culture. Like, you know what I mean? So I want to make sure. Like,
words mean something.
Words mean a lot.
Yeah.
So I will say this. If two individuals, like, are sloppy drunk and y'all can still talk to each other and y'all are communicating with each other.
Right.
And you can still make not as coherent, but you're coherent. Like, you know what I mean? And you like, okay, I take my pants down and she takes her bra off and she does this or whatever.
Y'all going through the motions.
That to me is just y'all are drunk and y'all about to make probably a bad decision.
Yeah, you're making a bad decision, but you consent.
Somebody's probably going to come out of this pregnant or with
Right.
Okay,
yeah, because it's going to go down.
A lot of times, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. But if it's a situation where somebody I cannot make any decisions for myself at this point.
Yeah, I'm just laying there.
I'm just here or whatever.
Right.
And then you something like, come on. I think
and I think
we gotta call a spade.
There you go.
Joe Budden would say.
Yeah, there you go. And but I think that that's common sense, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much.
You know what I'm saying?
Be. There should be no debate.
No debate. Even if she willingly walks to your apartment or something like that,
right?
She lays out on the couch. She's not going for that. Don't you're forcing yourself. I mean, think about it, man. It's common sense. But I think what happened with the whole Charlamagne the God situation was going back to what we said. Words mean something.
Yeah.
What he was explaining when he talked about his wife, and this might be another video, because I think, Mike, you sent in a video that we saw, and he's talking to, so let me talk about that video too. He's talking to Andrew. This is on their show.
Yeah.
So on that particular clip that you sent in, Mike, the thing I got worried about that is, you know, when you're trying to tell somebody a serious story, first of all, I'm going to say this. Be careful about what you put out to the public.
Yeah, for sure.
Just anyway.
Right.
I don't care if you are on Talkative. I don't care if you are writing something down on paper. My wife even used to always say this. She said her mom or her dad or whatever would say to her, if you don't want anybody to know, don't write about it.
Yeah.
Don't talk about it. Keep it inside. Whatever, you know, whatever.
Right.
You know, never put this stuff out.
Absolutely.
So when he was talking about this openly in the way that he was doing it in that form, I remember that who is it? His co on Brilliant Idiots.
Oh, you're talking about Andrew Schultz?
Andrew Schultz. Andrew Schultz was kind of laughing about it, and he was like, "Yo, this sounds like rape." And I mean, he's going on, and it's like, "Yo," so all of that kind of creates a vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, like if I sat here all the time and I was like, "Yeah, Chris, you sound like a murderer." You said that sound like murder, and all of a sudden people are like, "Man, Chris might be a murderer."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that the vibe that was put into what
I think how they portrayed it came off wrong.
That's it. So you got to be very careful about how you do this with anything. When you speak to somebody about certain matters, you know, even when I'm thinking about another situation that was public on TV was Jello when he got arrested.
Yeah.
And they kept saying, "Son, you know what happened? Did you do it?" And he's just sitting there like, and they're like, "Yo, man, I mean, like, what happened? Like, what's going on?" And he's just like, and I mean, I was kind of like, okay, maybe, you know, silence is the best thing. I don't know.
Right.
But you need to at least let people know what you did, because you caught with it. You better at least be sorry for what you did.
Yeah.
You know, show that kind of.
Start the redemption process.
Start all that going on. But it's how you putting stuff out.
Right.
And that's what I'm trying to get at. I think that, again, however you are portraying something, however you saying it, you got to know that words mean something. You got to know that all this stuff matters. So the one that Mike sent in, I just think it was all about how he said it, what he was talking about.
Right.
That was an issue. But I think his whole vibe off and his whole play on rape culture, I think is very real.
Right.
I think we grew up in a time, because I do remember Luke, Two Live Crew.
Yeah.
You know, and I do remember grinding up on some girls, you know, and everybody's wearing biker shorts back then.
Right.
That was a real thing that I really saw. And nowadays, if you do that, they be like, "Yo, that's, you know, come on, you can't really get away with that."
The line between, like, you know, and I've always
face down, ass up, you know.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah, it was a different time back
then. It was
a
different time.
It's just, you know, things are more so like, there's more scrutiny that goes with it now, and people are we're hypersensitive now. Everybody's sensitive to a lot of things like free speech, but like I'm not saying that in a way that's derogatory that makes it sound like it's okay to do that stuff.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, it's like, it wasn't right then. I don't feel like it's right now. Like, you know what I mean? But back then, like nobody was going, like, you know, it wasn't like it is today. People are more woke. People have more information, and, you know, people are kind of like, you know, formulating opinions about it that are, you know, it's healthy to have the conversation. Let me just say that.
That's it.
You know,
I think that's a good point.
We've had enough conversations about it to the point where it's healthy to have these conversations and talk about it, because then you can start to define those lines or whatever, you know, because some things aren't black and white. Some things are a little gray.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes things are a little
Which, funny you say that. No pun on his new show, The Gray Area.
The Gray Area, right.
But some things are in the gray. I mean, and I just think that's the biggest thing. I think a lot of us know, though, and one thing that Charlamagne has always kind of championed is, you know, right from wrong. People need to get back to right from wrong. Right. It doesn't matter, like, because people get heavy into politics, which, you know, Chris and I, we never going to bring you a political, you know, discussion, because it's like, you either believe this or you believe that, whatever.
Right.
But the big thing about it is, if you go to from right from wrong, knowing right from wrong, a lot of people know these things. I don't care how you want to discuss it. And to be honest with you, there's really not much gray in right from wrong. Like, you know, if you punch somebody in the face, you're wrong.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. But if you sitting there trying to, you know.
I guess where the gray would come in is if, like, so it's like, take a situation like that where you punch somebody in the face, right?
Yeah.
But you have to figure out the why. Now, if you just walked up to somebody, tapped them on the shoulder, and punched them in the face, and you have no reason, yes, that's wrong. But if somebody is saying, I don't know, something to you that's derogatory or something that you whatever,
see,
right, like sometimes this is my thing. You got to own the energy you put out.
That's it.
People that be walking around screaming MAGA, and you come up in my face and you say something derogatory, and I knock you the hell out. Okay, you gonna own that.
There you go.
I ain't wrong in that.
Right.
Okay.
Well, that's the thing.
And I could go the respectable route and go to Martin Luther. See, I ain't the Martin Luther King. Okay?
Right.
You coming to see Malcolm X.
Oh, good God.
So it's just like whatever you say.
Right.
You know, whatever you say. Let's take Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Okay.
Let's take him.
What happened? Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you sit up here and you out here ain't nobody, you know, going to do anything to me.
I take no L's.
I'll come to your hood.
Yeah.
You know, he in Chicago, and like this is the thing about social media. So he went to Chicago and Chief Keef's, and he took Chief Keef's baby mother on a shopping spree or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like he posts stuff like, "Oh, I'm in your hood. Ain't nobody out on the block." But it was like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. Everybody was home. Everybody was asleep. No, of course nobody's on the block. So you start doing things that make you look like you're a tough guy.
When is it that nobody's on the block?
Yeah.
I mean, like, it was butt naked out there. And I was like, nah, what time is it now?
Yeah, it's like, it's dark. Yeah. So it's like you're putting out all these things. So literally, you know, last week, you got kidnapped, pistol whipped. They ran up in your house with your kid and your kid's mother in there.
Wow.
And they took stuff from you and they violated you. You in the hospital now. And now it's like, but you got to own that.
You got to
because that's the energy that you put out there.
Right.
You feel me? That's
interesting. You say it like that, man. I mean, that's the thing. I think for that matter, I think that's the big point we're trying to say.
Right.
If you are putting things out there, and it's because, like they say, the energy you put out does come back.
Right.
That's karma, right?
Right.
The cosmos and all this stuff.
Right.
Now, that's one thing we're going to always champion.
Absolutely.
Energy and frequency and all this kind of stuff. But I'm going to be honest with you, man. I think a lot of people, man, even like I say about, you know, identifying your own happiness.
Right.
Things that you do, things that you putting out there, things that you're investing in, just think about it.
Right.
Think if it makes sense, and think why you're doing it.
Right.
Am I doing this for fame? Am I doing it for likes? What's going on?
Right.
There's got to be a reason to all these things. Because if there's no reason, you're just doing it, then you're adding to something that you might even not even understand that is controlling you.
There you go. And
that's a scary place to be.
That's a scary place to be.
Because you're letting it control you.
There you go. Yeah.
I mean, I got to be honest with you. A lot of people out there is doing Kiki, do you love me? It's funny and all that. But my whole point, I ain't trying to shut people down for doing that. But you're doing it because people are saying, do this and post it. Okay, I'm going to do it and post it.
Right.
You're subscribing to something you really don't even know why you're doing it. You
don't even know why you're doing it.
It's controlling you.
Absolutely.
It's kind of freaky, man. So I'm saying, I know we got all that to say what we said in the beginning. So it kind of makes its own sense, man.
Yeah.
But hey, listen, we got to get out of here.
Absolutely.
Whether we talk a little, whether we talk a lot, this has been Talkative. We'll see y'all next time.
Holla.
Let's Get Made, a progressive lifestyle brand. Stay driven.